Hi, this is Mark suffering in for Dez with the weekend review, good through December the 8th, 2014. Well, let's take a look at today's Friday and see where the closings were. All-time highs on the S&P 500 and on the Dow Jones Industrials. S&P up 0.17%, Dow up 0.33%, and 0.24 on the NASDAQ and 0.8% on the Russell. Leading the way up again. That's more bullish and bearish. Again, all of them in the bullish territory. But look at bank here. Kaboom! Up 1.7%. Very bullish, leading the way of all the indexes. And the VIX was down another 4% today, back down under 12. And gold and silver took it on the chin again today, and so did oil. That oil is just getting crushed at a 5-year low for oil prices, and the dollar is at a 5-year high. So last time that happened, good things happened in the economy, but there could be also some shortcomings to that as well. And transportation, it did confirm the move on the Dow today. So let's take a look at the first of all, the S&P 500 daily chart. And here we are, just creeped a little bit higher here. So we are back up to the levels we were last week before the announcement on oil, which caused oil to drop like a rock. But, here we thought on Monday we were going to be big turn down, have a little bit of a pullback here, so we could take off for the moon after this extended run up. But as Des has mentioned, if you draw a line here, and you draw a line here, and you draw a line here, it's starting to roll over very, very slowly, but still highs. Looking at the weekly chart, we have 7 weeks in a row. We are on the upside, but again, you can see it's starting to roll over here. We'll see where we go from there. Now, on that divergence we talked about in the charts this week, it is not happening on the weekly chart, but for the S&P, it is happening here on the daily chart, where we're getting new highs, where we're getting lower highs here on the MACD. That's thunder in the distance that we may be at the end of this particular run. And as Des has mentioned, the last time that happened, we had it here, where we got higher highs here. It did drop at 10%. This purple line is 10% of the market high from here, and that drop. Look at that, tagged it almost perfectly. Everybody kept saying, we need a 10% pullback. By golly, they gave us one, didn't they? All right, let's take a look at the Dow, and you talk about overextended here. Boom, 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 new all-time highs for the Dow. But look at this. It just keeps running up here. This is starting to look a little nervous on this one, almost a rising wedge, which is a bearish formation. So we need to be careful around that. Then the NASDAQ, it too is at multiple year highs. It pulled back really hard on Monday, and now we're drifting its way back up again. Not getting the pullback we thought we were going to get. It doesn't matter what we think. We have to trade what we see. And I am currently long on just about everything. And look at this 10% pullback right here, almost to the perfect area there. And those small caps, they have not been as bullish as the rest. They've been hanging around in this range here, just zigzagging back and forth, still in the range. So that's on the Russells. Okay, let's take a look here at bank. As we said, it was very bullish today, and now look at that. We had this bull flag going here, and Des said he's hoping when it was down here, he says he's hoping to return up, and sure enough, today it really blew up. That's more bullish than bearish on Wall Street. And then we got gold. By golly, it's also in a bear flag here. I say that this is a little more bearish than bullish. I know Des is long in this particularly now, and I am not. But just telling you what I see. Then we have silver here. It's been getting crushed this week too, the big days, and then it's been coming in, it's rolling back down, also in a bear flag formation. But here's the one. Look at the oil, U.S. oil. Look at this, since July, bam, 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 bam. And now it's at 5-year lows. Yeah, that's... you take 30% of your revenue away, that does start to change things a little bit for a lot of different people. So keep your eye on that. Doesn't mean you should run to that sector and start buying up because you think it's at a low. Wait for confirmation until you start to see the turnaround. And then here's the dollar, the UUP. Look at that, boom, 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 5-year highs. It just keeps going. And some say it still has room to go. So we'll have to wait and see. Just a couple of stocks we can look at here in the weekend review. Apple had a nice run up, but then it pulled back and started to drift back up like the rest of the NASDAQ. Here's Alibaba, After it had its big sharp down here on Monday, it did start to curl up, but now look at that, it's starting to roll back down. That's more of a bear pullback. That's a little more bearish than bullish. And Baidu was looking like it might be turning around here today as it came down here to this 50 moving average. It could be a possible bull pullback on that one. Again, have to wait for confirmation. Did not get it today. And Facebook just has been struggling. I happen to be long in Facebook right now, but it's starting to roll up finally. Yeah, that one has been a patience trade for me. And good old GoPro. It has a symmetrical triangle here that it's building into. It could explode to the upside above 80 bucks. Maybe as long as those markets remain bullish. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat Suffering again. I'll be in for Des here for the next week or so. So I know for the first couple of days I just won't be Des. I'm just going to tell you what I see and what I'm doing, and then give you information so you can make educated trading decisions on your own. Have a great weekend and trade well.